Hello and welcome back for today's second video. We're taking this guy into best of 3 instead of best of 1. This is the deck that won both first and second place at the most recent Standard Challenge event out of 77 competitors. So I'm excited. I felt really awkward in best of 1. I think it's going to feel a lot better in best of 3, especially because this is the kind of deck that's a little bit difficult to sideboard against, kind of like Jeskai Oculus. Sure, if they bring in some graveyard hate for our graveyard shenanigans like the Cauldron, we can always just go turn 1 Mako, turn 2 Prof, make a big Mako, and, turn 3 Tirsa, discard some cards, swing it for a lot of damage. Like, you can just kind of have a very aggressive start and do 0 graveyard shenanigans and still get there. So I'm excited. We're going to give it a go here today. I think we finished best of 1 around, like, rank, I don't know, 150-ish or so. So we'll see if we can do a little better in best of 3. I think we ended up roughly flat on the day. I'm pretty sure I won more than I lost, but our ranking, I think, was almost exactly flat from like 153 to 150 or something like that. Yeah, this will be fun. I think this will be a little bit more fun than best of 1. I don't know if Cauldron rotates. Someone just left me a comment asking that. I guess it depends what set that is. I get the Soul Cauldron. I don't even know what artwork that is, to be honest. Let's be on the play. Okay, probably not going to keep this one. 1 lander, mulligan this. 3 lander. Cool, good enough. Keep the land. Get rid of potentially the Soul Cauldron here. If we discard the other guys, like, we're not that sad about it. I know the Cauldron is like a win con, but both these guys are pretty good discards into Tirsa. Or even just Dragon Hunt on 2 discard is not that bad. It's gonna be artifacts. I guess we'll go ahead and zap that sucker now. Never pain land damage, never hurt anybody. Alright, that guy could scale. So I wonder if they are Bant or artifacts here. Interesting. Okay. Well, since we have Cauldron, we can at least throw away a Thrill Seeker here. I mean, what kind of removal do they even have? If we just make a big Tirsa, can they compete with that? Could dump both these guys, keep the Thrill Seeker actually, and just see if they can even have the ability to answer a 5/5. I don't know if they can. Drop to 17. We're also 17 off the Pain lands. Spyglass, sure. I mean, they need like a bounce spell to interact with us, and I don't know if they'll have it or not. I might see if I can dig up this deck while we wait and see, try to figure out what they're running. Constructed tier list, best of 3. Is anyone running Simic Cookies? It's like a thing. There's no evidence of it here. Let's go back a date. Still not playing, right? They're doing nothing here? Ginger Brute as well. Are we getting in there is the question. Okay, interesting. Oh, Vivi showing up. Okay, I think we're just gonna Vivi here then. Gosh, I think we can attack. Actually, a lot of pain land damage, honestly. 4/4 artifacts, a lot of damage. Might actually not attack here. Down to 12 off all the pain lands. So we can Thrill Seeker onto the VV, have 2 extra mana. This is 3 mana total to make it into a 4/4, which they cannot do yet. Alright, they actually find a removal spell, too bad. Go for another map token, see if they can make a 4/4, they can. Attack with everyone except the Brute. Okay, eat it all. Down to 6, the Pain lands have been brutal this game. That's the next VV we just did. I mean, is it even enough? What would it take to magically get here? It's like 7 damage. Yeah, it's not really that good. The Painland's been brutal this game. I'm just not so sure there's a whole lot we can do here. Everything we cast is just 2 life down the drain. Feels like we're going to lose this first game pretty handily. Yup. Take a map token. It is interesting. They might have a hard time killing Vivi in their deck. Just have fight spells. Okay, unblockability. 7 damage presented. Someone's got to block somewhere. But, we cannot cast a single spell without taking Painland damage, so that is fun. Okay, let's go to game 2. Pretty much a non-game for us. Abilities. Okay, negate, Tidebender. Activated or triggered ability. That actually seems pretty good here. I think we need Spell Pierce so much. White or blue? Nope, don't need that. 5 damage to target creature is okay, I guess. Flood Maw doesn't seem amazing here, I think. I'd rather put in like Scorching Shot. Is Flood Maw useful? I have a lot of ETBs, right? Really, it's not that useful versus the ETBs. Maybe all the Flood Maws come out. We have space for 2 more cards. Probably the Enduring Curiosities, I guess. Or the Engineer, but they're not going to have that much removal. So I don't think we need like infinite creatures to beat them. They also have a lot of fodder to block for the Curiosity, though. I think this is okay. Let's try this. Let's try to not get rolled. Not get rolled in game 2. Try to do something. We did nothing that whole game. On the play. 3-lander, better than the 1-lander. Sure, great. Keep. Lovely. Some non-pain lands as well. Go figure. It's a land. It's a 1-drop. Go Fear, discard the Dragon Hunt. I think that's what I'm doing here. Could discard the land. We have the Torch for next turn, though. This is fine. To the face. Still a lot of land in hand. I want to think about that jump block. You don't need to take that. You just take 2. To 18. Hopefully get a decent target to Torch here. Now token, maybe they're tight on land. The next one, though. You got like a... What kind of rule spell you got there? Unable to scream, okay. Alright, that looks better than the alternative. Sanctuary. I think you can go, actually. We're doing okay on lands. Oh boy. That's a lot of land right there. 12. So to get the Delirium, if we blow the instant, that gets us close. We just need one more type to get the Fear of Missing Out Delirium going. Technically, we could Torch... Let's see. Sacrifice Artifact, Champion, or Token. Okay. It's not what I want to see. It could help us get Delirium, though. Do you think they have an instant to protect this thing? This is exile after Harmonize. Then exile this spell. Let's see if we can just surveil our way into Delirium. Creature on top. Oh gosh, I think I'd rather draw that, right? How good is Delirium right here? It's 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. I think it's pretty good, actually. Alright, Delirium achieved. Untap you. Opponent drops to 6. Then drops to 3 with Dragon Hunt in the kind of at the ready. Make a 5/4 plus fight spell. Okay. Opponent down to 2 off the Pain Land. Flash Cat coming in. We don't really want to discard the Flash Cat, do we? I mean, I hope we draw something other than land here, right? Oh, God. Killing the 1/1's not it, right? I don't think that's where we need to go. Jesus. That's fucking rough. Okay. That is tough. A lot of land. Jesus Christ. He's gonna take our Vivi. Oh my god. Fuck that. God. Please, deck, do anything. I mean, yes, we could have kept it. But, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. We still don't have any good attacks here. We'll keep the lands in hand, I think. Throw away the Mako, you get a little closer to the Light Shatter. I think we're flashing the Curiosity, though. But now they have infinite mana, which sucks. No attacks. And here... yeah, eat the food. And take another creature. There's another creature down there. This is so bad. I guess we hope they get a little greedy. They start attacking willy-nilly. Or they flood out, they have lands in hand. They got the Restless Beam, Vinestalk for next turn. Yup. Okay. Truly infinite mana here. You should distribute the counters if you want multiple VV powers. So if he attacks, let's see if he does it. He could block something with the glyph and still eat the glyph, which would be interesting. And then get the Discover 3. Yeah, he's going for it. Still top deck like a Scorching Shot or something. Three attackers. Lethal not presented. Activated or triggered ability. That's pretty interesting. So we can counter the life gain. So they go block here, chunk block here. I think we're still getting in there, I guess. They block the Tirsa, chunk block 1, drop to 1. But then if they like try to eat the food, they block there, they want to trade there. Okay. Sure. This is a triggered ability, yeah? Okay, no Discover 3. You can torch it or something, but we still... Oh! Okay. Alright. That was exciting. We go to game 3. We're on the draw. Do we think Under the Floodmaw is good at all? Is this a blue creature? It's not blue. It's just Golem creature. Okay, so I still don't think we need Scorching Shot then. We left Manic Barrage. Negate, Disable Stroke, Enable Scream, Spell Pierce into the Floodmaw. Floodmaw's okay versus the Zoetic Glyph, but not really against anything else. So I think we about got it right here. We go to game 3. I feel like both the first games have not been beautiful. Very ugly games. Okay, great opening hand. So the question is, can we get Vivi to survive through the bite spell? And if not, can we keep it out of their cauldron? If falling into their cauldron is not so ideal, I would say. So far, they have not done a whole lot with the cauldron, though. All right, fast land, 1 drop. Prof on 2. Probably just Vivi on 3, to be honest. Soul Cauldron ready to go here. All right, very interesting stuff. So we Soul Cauldron now, and then we Winter Night Stories. We should get Vivi onto the Mako, which is pretty good, right? If they don't hold mana open. I think we run with that, actually. Let's hope they don't kill this creature now. They tap out for like a 3-drop. We should go Winter Night Stories, discard Vivi, shove in the Cauldron, put it on the Mako. Mako gets big, it's a lot of mana. At least 1 profs, maybe 2 profs. We have options to play Vivi as the creature and get all the little pings. But I think if we can safely sneak her into the Cauldron, it's pretty good. We didn't see any Artifact Hate last game come out. So, I don't know. I mean, they definitely could have some. We just don't know. No blocks. How much mana do they have open? They do tap out. Okay, great. So we get to do the thing. Let's see how good the thing actually is. I think we go for it, though. Okay, Vivi down. Nice. Vivi into Cauldron. Cauldron onto Mako. We have 3 mana now to do whatever we want here. We want to get more creatures with more counters, right? If we just play the Thrill Seeker, we automatically have more stuff to do, right? That's the way you do this. Now we have 3 more mana to play with. We could zap a 2/2 pretty cheaply here, I think. Or get profs going. Here, Winter Night Stories. That's interesting. I guess we just be as efficient as possible. That's a lot of freaking damage though, right? I think it's decent damage. Could spend 1 mana to fling. I don't think I want to do that. 4 power. Jeez. Can they deal with that? Guess need a bounce spell. Okay, absolutely massive. Let's see the comeback. Soul Cauldron of their own. They can take our stories, but that's kind of it. Yep, that's fine. We got a fistful of cards here and a crap ton of mana. We have pseudo infinite mana here. We have 10 mana to spend this turn. It's crazy. No blocks. Take 6. Dude's got 1 mana open here. Last mana goes onto the Sentinel. It's now a 4/5. Okay, we can probably start with the Dragon Hunt. Zap the 3/3, seems fine. Many creatures, we can take that creature and make the other guy a 4/4, which is also pretty good. Alright, let's just start with this, I think. Oh, we're gonna have a crap ton of damage here. I don't even know if we need to kill the tough cookie, actually. definitely gonna be forcing some bad blocks here. Seems like enough mana to get this guy going. Jesus, goodness gracious. Can we take all these guys? I mean, that's just crazy, right? 7 mana here? Jesus Christ. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's just insane. That's so much damage right there. Whew. Okay. Very awkward stumble for the first 3 games. Nasty third game, though. The patience sitting with us through that. I don't know how big we would have made the Voldaren Thrillseeker, right? The Flinger. Off the profs. We discarded maybe 4 or 5 cards that turn. Make it from a 3/3 to an 8/8. I don't think we're going to be able to swing for lethal there, but that is another tack we could have taken. Maybe should have put the profs on the Thrillseeker and seen if we could get to a full 13 fling. That's a lot of mana. If you uncontested, turn 2 Cauldron, turn 3 Bin it, put it on the 1-drop is really quite nasty. Then being able to play the Thrillseeker from hand, which automatically comes with a counter, so it also makes mana just like, whew, it's a whole bunch. Okay, let's see what match 2 brings us. Anyway, I don't know what set Cauldron is from. Wilds of Eldraine. Is that rotating? Teach you which set's rotating. 1 lander of no color. Let's try again. I don't think it's rotating. We can keep this. Probably just put back a land, I think. Looks fine to me. Okay. The 1-drop versus red. Okay, it's humans. That's cool. Vivi showing up. So we just want to hit that next land. I mean, it's either Fear or Profs. I guess Profs is fine. We don't know if we want to discard the Vivi yet or not. Okay, there's a Surveil land. We have a 2/2, we got no attacks. What is the removal? 4 Shelter by Ghost, right? They actually have no white to cast it currently. So we don't have to worry about Shelter for the time being. Okay, that makes white. I think they still can't make white. Yeah, so we're actually good to slam Vivi uncontested. It's not winning us the game here yet. I mean, we're missing, like, the combo stuff, right? This guy's got first strike. A lot of damage going at us. We thought we could get to Cauldron, we could jump off with Vivi and then kind of go nuts from there, but... I think no blocks here again. It's a lot of damage. Ow. Doubled up. Ow. Down to 8. Floodmaw is nice. Floodmaw is not nothing here. Auto Tapper can probably leave open blue, right? Like, this might actually matter here. Maybe bin a Mako. If we cast Floodmaw now, we get 1 extra mana, it doesn't really matter. Okay. We can go in the graveyard. You might be okay at blocking, actually. Alright, I think we chill with the Floodmaw in hand. Birdtie Resurrected. Okay, what are we doing with that? Destroy the Vivi? Or destroy the Mako, maybe? Okay, we can let that go. If we really want to get a single ping, we can flood them all now, but I don't see a big reason to do that. Oh ho ho, off the top, you don't say. Alright, so next turn's huge. We need as many things as possible to survive right now. First strike, trample, lifelink. If they went for like a shelter right now, we could flood them all underneath. That would be the ideal scenario, I think. We're close to actually getting out of this. Okay, plus one another creature. Gain. Okay. Okay. You got it? I mean, we're trying to win next turn, basically. To combat, no one's got an attack trigger. Alright, let's see it. Okay, I think you're getting bounced here. Who's getting in there? Just you? Oh, they're gonna throw away some stuff. Okay. Deals combat damage to a player. Alright, here we go. You can go back. +1/+0. We don't want to do that. Alright, so you got to block here then. Take 3. Okay. We need all the creatures left. Sack that anyway. Drop to 4. We have the Cauldron, though. Okay. So who's getting in the Cauldron? Rather, who's benefiting from the Cauldron? Feels like I want to Dragon Hunt next. That's a great one. Maybe Fear can go here, I guess. We're going to have plenty of mana to do stuff. You can go down. I don't know if we're finding lethal or not this turn, but it is possible. I think you're coming out too, probably. Down, we need 4-power creature, I guess. So I guess it's you, right? Sadly. Oh, no. You can help, I guess. Maybe it doesn't matter. We have to discard the Light Shatter here to kill Urtai Resurrected? I don't know if that's worth it. Six, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Not quite lethal. Now what? 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're 1 damage short. We should not have tapped the Thrill Seeker. I guess it didn't have haste anyway. And we could have flung it. Okay. Let's do it like this. Hold back the 8/8. Can they find hasty lethal? Trample. Does Helena Lane give trample? Just haste? I think this is fine. Oh yeah, we got that too. Whew, okay. Yeah, we should not have tapped the Thrill Seeker. We don't need to. We had so much mana playing around. Alright, so they are creatures and creatures only for the most part. Unable to Scream could be relevant. Actually, probably very relevant. Tidebender, activated triggered ability could also be pretty relevant, I think. White or blue. Perhaps not. I mean, that's not going to be most of their stuff. Maybe you come in. Scorching Shot seems relevant. I mean, let's see what comes out here. No Spell Pierce. Flood Maw was really nice, actually. Torch the Tower actually might not be that relevant. Most of their stuff should be quite big, I think, like overstatted. I don't know if we need Torch. Even the 1-drops could have 3 toughness if it's Cecil. A lot of abilities to hit. They're not going to have that many removal spells. I don't know if we need the Engineer, actually. Like all the removal. I don't know what Graveyard Hate they're going to have. We probably can't like attack that well through them, honestly. Maybe we don't need Curiosity here. Do we really want Tidebender for some activated ability? Seems like yes. Dragon Hunt's okay. Can find targets. So who's the 1 card to come out? I feel like it's Tears then, maybe. I think I want everything else. It's a Thrill Seeker, actually. All right, let's go to game 2 here. On the draw, only red, actually. This is unkeepable, sadly. Double Sanctuary showing up. I only included 1 in best of 1. Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. Keep both lands. A Flood Maul could go back. Keep the rest of the gas? I don't know, man. Double Cauldron. Maybe gets discarded to Fear. They can potentially Shelter by Ghost Away or Soul Cauldron with the Vivi inside of it, so it's not terrible to have a backup, but it's very slow to get it going again. I think we bin backup Cauldron. We can just cast Winter Night Stories from hand. Alright, very slow start by the opponent. We would be quite happy with a removal spell here. I think we just Winter Night and look for the Vivi combo. Nope. I think Mako can go. No attacks into the first strike. Trample Lifelink. A lot of land in hand. Alright. We can give Hexproof and Indestructible. It also takes our entire graveyard, by the way. So if they can Alicia that over and over, we have no graveyard synergy. Could be a bit painful. I mean, if we're really lucky, we just bin it immediately, right? Maybe we fear missing out instead. I guess we draw first, and then we see what we want to do. They'll always have stick off the Tirana. That is useful, actually. Probably need to put that on the Tirana. Because if they can loop that, then we lose that edge, right? So we need to continue to take damage off the Lightning of 1. Play the Mako here as well. I think we don't even put it in the graveyard. I think we just don't attack, we just sit here. I think it's attacked anyway. I guess I should have attacked then. Okay, 3/4 actually does block first strike key. For now. Let's see if Alicia comes down. Urtai resurrected, kill the fear. Alright. Tirsa comes in, no blocks, take 3 more. Ow. Another Mako. Gets fear to start. Discard the Mako? I mean, we're just looking to get that card in the graveyard, right? It's not the one I wanted. Still have nobody useful down here, right? Yeah, not really. Actually can't play Tears for this turn. It's my bad. Don't need you. I guess we can drop you down to be mana efficient. That's not really what I wanted to do, though. Do we have any activated abilities we want? Human. We can take their Tirana, which isn't so bad. Okay, 3/4 is not bad. It's actually even bigger with the Cauldron. Let's see if we can hold on a couple more turns. Tirana again could give hexproof indestructible. Okay, that's still fine with us. Exile our Graveyard again. Nothing's really down there though. If we want to get a creature, now's the time. The Alicia lock? Yeah, it's okay. Last card. Can you kill my blocker again? Like another Urtai or something? Shelter. I'm going in for combat damage. I don't know what this is. They can make someone indestructible, right? 3 mana and tap. I think we just take 3 here. Or we trade off the Mako with the land. That seems so good. I don't know what this is. You got something to flash in here? Another Tirana. Really? Just from hand? 3 Tiranas from hand? Okay, it's not that big a deal. Alright, I mean, we're still looking for Vivi here. We could put the Thrill Seeker on everyone, which isn't so bad. Tidebender, activated ability. I don't think we need that. I mean, we have blockers here. So in theory, we're very stable for the time being. I think both these guys can go. We could just, like, find lethal through that alone or something. The Cauldron's not what I want to see. So if we attack all, they go block here. We deal 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah, we're not even close to getting there. Top deck a removal spell. Attack with 1, have 1 blocker back, go block there, take 5 and lose the game. I think there's no attacks here. Decent set of blockers though, that's for sure. Scoop, not having it. Probably flooded out another land on top. Alright, rocking the 2-0 into the top 100 Mythic. Deck is funky. Deck is funky. Very cool though. On to the next, undefeated. Won't be too many new comments to read in between vids. Elphos Demordor says, "Hey Ruckus, thanks for the content. Can you do a vid on Abzan Yuna, perchance?" I feel like I maybe already did. Could be incorrect though. I feel like that was one of the first videos I made. Alright, only red land. On the draw, not feeling this. 4-lander with the Soul Cauldron and like nothing else, I guess. Okay. I don't love it. Talents, yikes. Alright, I guess we'll just get the Mako down. I think one of the very first videos I did was Yuna. Off of the Final Fantasy set release. But I guess that's not post-ban. Maybe that's the point. Alright, big ol' removal spell. We'll keep that in mind. Dude does have an immediate answer to VV, for the record. I'll go second land here. I kind of want to keep Thundering Falls, to be honest. I think we want everything that might let us mill. Torch isn't so bad. Get Torch and Floodmaw something this turn. Okay, opponent surveilling as well. Surveil away an opt with freaking, what's this guy's name? Ugroth or something? I think we're good to attack here, basically. How good is Floodmaw against them in general? These days? Maybe this is a good Torch turn. Let's see what's going on the horizon here. We might hit Delirium, actually. A sorcery. If we get a sorcery down there, we actually would hit Delirium, which is cute, I would say. I think we'll blow a torch here. Some stick. You're really gonna cast 2 things and save it? We could just Flood Maw it away. Oh, you're gonna... Well, that's sad. Okay. Well, I can't say I'm enthusiastic about that outcome. Exile 2. That is a little bit too bad. So now we're living on a Winter Night Stories prayer. Okay, talent returns. It's a new 1/1. Are we just bouncing you out? I think we're doing this. Tirsa, not too bad here. I think we'll keep the Soul Cauldron in hand, to be honest. You could bin it and get closer to that 7. That 7 graveyard threshold. We don't got anything to spend this turn anyway. 4th land can probably still come out. Get out. Alright, the new This Town bounce has arrived. It's pretty nasty. Get back the removal spell. That's going to be pretty tough for us to beat, I feel like. Whew. That is tough right there. Talent returns. The new age This Town bounce is upon us. Alright, let's just draw a card here. We're just gonna draw the next one anyway, right? And I guess Cauldron comes down for now. Nobody good to put in the Cauldron, though. Stock up, alright. That's funny, this card just replaced This Town. 2 target creatures and or enchantments specifically. You own, right? So it's not as versatile, but it does let you do some loops. Ow. What else we got? We'll start taking stuff on their side. I almost feel like Torch... I mean, what are cards that could pick off Vivi, right? Off a Storm Chaser's talent level up. There's the Vivi, wouldn't you know it? They could always Flood Maw bounce the Soul Cauldron. If we just discard it now, that is the risk. If we leave it and they destroy it, it's not an issue. That is tough. We risk it to a subsequent torch, or we just put it in the Cauldron. I think we just put it on the Cauldron and assume there are fewer Flood Maws than there are Torch the Towers, is what's going on here. Sure. Okay. If we put the Vivi in now, we automatically get a Mako that comes in with the mana ability, which gives us 2 extra mana to play with. Or if they tap out, we can wait. I think we want to do it on our turn. Are there more creatures down here? Yeah, I think we want to do it on our turn. We could potentially put a counter on another creature. I think we want all the mana right now. So this means the Mako will come in immediately with it. It's interesting. Well, if we do the Winter Night Stories thing, it will. Another torch. Sack to deal 3 damage, so there's nothing we can do to save it here. Okay. It's okay, it's actually not the end of the world here. One bottom. Still get our draw 3 off. Decline. Cauldron can go. And land can probably go here. Yeah, we're gonna lose the prof, but we get this thing to scale up quickly. I think it's worth it. Can also move to combat. Get the counters here first. So that's a lot of mana right there, right? Any creature, let's get one more on top. I think it's worth it. There's only one creature left, but I think it's still worth it here. Okay, so now we can cast a super cheap Winter Night Stories, or 2. Oh, land and land can go. Decline. Again, probably land and the next prof, I guess. Keep the torch. Maybe that prof is actually better here. Floodmaw for Vivi, maybe? Just like this. Okay, no need to bounce anyone. Okay, we have a 7-8. So they need Floodmaw either for Soul Cauldron or for Fear. And they are looking for it. I mean, they're basically staring down lethal. So they might have to Floodmaw the Fear or Floodmaw both. Okay, they may Floodmaw the Cauldron. Alright, they did find it. Still, we have Delirium. And we got 2 removal spells here. So that'll be game. We go Torch and Floodmaw. So we go to game 2 versus this deck. Obviously, they want Floodmaw desperately. Spell here may or may not work. Tidebender. Activated or triggered ability. Does it work on enchantments too? Seems generically pretty good. We don't know if they run Vivi or not. In theory, they might still, right? Like, in theory, Barrage might need to kill a Vivi immediately. Scorching Shot could even come in. We just don't know, though. Man, I feel like everything needs to come in. I feel like we have to try to have an answer to Floodmaw. Or whatever their graveyard hate is, right? So that's a lot we just put in. Floodmaw the tokens is very good removal. Torch Tower doesn't always kill their VVs and stuff. And there's this open question of Dragonlight kills VV, the turn comes down. I don't know if we need Lithomantic Barrage or not, honestly. We don't know if they run VV or not. I don't even know if we change much here. Activated or triggered ability. They could have a Ghost Vacuum though, right? So maybe you need the Tidebender for the Ghost Vacuum. Yeah, that makes sense to me. The negate doesn't seem awful. It's weird to hold up a mana for them, right? Maybe Floodmaw is essential. Maybe Floodmaw's better than negate, actually. Just bounce the Ghost Vacuum on the key turn. Okay, we didn't really change that much. I mean, we will see how this goes. They might only have 1 or 2 copies of Ghost Vacuum. Seems like Tashana's Tidebender is their best shot for a little while until he gets torched. Withdraw, it's okay, it's okay. Sure, it's not amazing. No one drop. That's a nice top tick. Torched immediately. Goodbye. Okay, so now we're looking for a weird turn. Where we can successfully flood maw it and like do a whole bunch of crap in the same turn. For now, it seems like Fear of Missing Out's coming in, and we're discarding a land, I guess. Are we going to need the Sanctuary this game? Or multiple blues? I feel like we should probably prioritize mana for now. That's rough. We have no Abrade in sideboard, interestingly enough. So is there a weird turn where we can, like, discard the Vivi and bounce the Cauldron and get it on our own Cauldron, and then still avoid their Flood Maw, which they are going to aggressively dig towards? Or the other thing we can do is just try to kill them fast. I think it's also pretty fair. The other problem is, if they kill Vivi and it goes to the graveyard, they just get it immediately. Which is actually really bad for us, right? Maybe we don't even play it out here. If they just freaking kill it, then we probably lose the game off of that. So I'm actually not so sure we can even do that. Like, we can draw a card here or something. We don't have to discard anything. They can take it, but it's fine. We just did a little 2-mana draw. So we need our own Soul Cauldron to pull this off, basically. We could Fear and, gosh, we don't want to blow the Flood Maw, because that's part of our win con here. Could either get the Fear going. Yeah, it's not bad. Discard the Dragon Hunt, I guess. Okay. If they have Opt, we just die. So I don't think we run into Opt here, sadly. We don't know. I'm gonna put a counter on it either way. Yeah, that's rough, that's rough. We really need our own Cauldron. No Abrade in the sideboard. Another talent, sure. I think we're eating 4. No blocks for me. You got something else? A 14. Alright. I think we are aggressively drawing here. We're still trying to stitch together this big turn we've been dreaming about. Okay, counter. Spell Pierce. Okay. Are there any creatures? No, we could attack here potentially. I think we are, though. Very sad. There's nothing in the sideboard for us, right? Stock up again. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. We'll try one more time to Winter Night Stories. Again, if we can find a Cauldron, I think we can stitch together a way to win. No blocks again from my side. Drop 10. 1 mana still open suspiciously. The next land. Alright. We go again here. Auto pay. That's a 9. So there's another Spell Pierce. Not this time. So there's the Cauldron. I don't think we give him all the fling abilities. So what do we need to do? We need to bounce Floodmaw on their turn, and then Dragon Hunt and Cauldron on our turn. And we want the land. So it must be you if we don't want to give them... Oh, 2 cards. Ooh, we have to give them the Thrill Seeker here then. We have to give them the Thrill Seeker, sadly. Because we need the land. Okay, well, that makes life a lot more awkward because they could potentially just win here then. I don't see another way to do it though, right? Maybe we'll take the stories instead of the Thrill Seeker? I guess we could, depending on how they spend their turn... Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. We could potentially bounce it at an awkward moment. We just don't want to die from 9-0 off the Thrill Seeker, which is very, very possible. We also don't want to chump block too much because we need our creatures to pull off the Vivi combo. So here's our land for turn. That's it. No attacks, I don't think. They could also counter this. They could still Floodmaw bounce our own Cauldron. Gonna torch the Mako? Feels like they're about to torch the Mako. I don't know what they're about to do. Torch the Mako, sack the talent, level up the next talent, get back the torch, kill the fear, then we have no creatures left. Which means we can't actually combo off our next turn. Oh, all of this very painful for us. That turn to, gosh. 1 mana left open. Okay, that's a little more interesting.
Fine. I'll just invent a solution.
Untap land is bad here too. Then they're really presenting lethal. Untap land. Okay. Okay.
New world requires new strategy.
So we bounce one of these, and then they let's take a pain land damage too. That drops us to we're forced to block with the fear missing out then. But we have to that's a question. Do you think they're greedy? Do you think they Soul Cauldron our stories before our turn? Forced to block. We need a creature. We need a creature for next turn. Which means we can't block, which means we have to Floodmaw one of these guys, I guess is the point. But now they fling it in response. Yeah, there's no way to do it. Okay, yeah. Geez, having no Abrade is rough. We don't know how many Soul Cauldrons they have in their whole deck, unless they're also Vivi. But having no way to deal with Soul Cauldron is rough. But there's no guarantee they'll hit it this next game, you know? Let's see. Oh, we'll be able to play. I mean, the deck's about right. On the play, you could sub in Negate just for Soul Cauldron. We're not very good at holding up a mana, though. Like, we really want to tap out every turn, so I don't know if I want to do that. You can depend on Floodmaw instead. We also didn't hit any land the whole game, which is tough, too. No, I think it's about where I want it to be. You could sub in Negate for what? For like Identic Memory or something? But on the play, like, you just be pretty aggressive. Yeah, whatever. You also sub in Negate for a Soul Cauldron itself. You're like, alright, well, if they're going to Soul Cauldron, we don't have to run it. We shall see. No Braid is tough. We're on the play. It's a 3-lander. Sure. Fine. Maybe it's just I whack him in the head with a Tirsa, get him dead. They tap out for Soul Cauldron, do nothing, we just hit him really hard. Could be one of those games. Vivi showing up. Two mana open here. You can counter this creature spell, right? Very mastermind. Actually, really good tech against us, damn. Probably both lands here, I think. Oh man, I feel like the sideboarding is so good against us. We don't really have a whole lot to do versus back versus them. To 15. Let's go. Been a roll. Their Soul Cauldron comes on it again. Guarantee they have max 2. But here it is. Okay. Could flood mod the token and just hit him really hard. Eidetic Memory too. We could try to play Vivi. I'm just so afraid of Vivi dying going in there. Cauldron instead, right? It's just rough place to be. Alright, let's just flip all the token at Prof. Let's just hit him really hard. That's a new game plan. We do get to draw. Okay, 6 to the face is nothing to sneeze at. Okay. Take an Eidetic Memory just for fun. Keep us off Delirium. They tap out for stock up here. That's pretty interesting. As far as getting close to lethal goes. They tap out again. They have another ground blocker. Let's see if they get in there with a Mastermind. Nope. That's smart, I think. Thrill Seeker plus counters Fling. Is that it? Back up 2. +2/+2, right? 8 damage? Never didn't have it? Okay. Alright. Well, are we over an hour? Oh my god. That's really funny. 74 Mythic. Deck is busted and broken. Damn. Man, this deck is a hoot to play, man. It feels very weird. A little bit awkward. I felt very uncomfortable having no real sideboarding options against opponents, you know, Soul Cauldron or Ghost Vacuum or whatever. You can try to go for this strategic Flood Maw bounce at the last second, you know, bounce it on their end step, do your whole combo in your turn, try to pop off, but it does make life more awkward when you're trying to stitch together that whole thing. Especially game 2, we had no land anyway, so stuff. Deck is very interesting. I think we won every single match today, right? So that was fun, and the Thrill Seeker, yeah, it's a hoot. It's a hoot, man. There's a reason this deck got 1st and 2nd place in the most recent tournament. It's certainly got lots of lines of play. And if you can dodge any amount of graveyard hate, then you really start to go crazy. So yeah, we'll call it there. If you enjoyed today's video, you can leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.